Why do so many narcissists lose their minds when you simply show them a video of how they've been acting? That's what we're talking about today, y'all. How showing a narcissist a video, like you recorded them, showing them a video, like, look how you've been treating me. Look how you're acting. Look what you've done. Showing them that can make them blow their damn top, can make them explode and lose their minds for good. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. That's what we're hopping on today. Of course, if you're new here, I'm Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist myself. And welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code, y'all. We're going to be shifting to the Mental Healness podcast here pretty soon, y'all. But the Narcissist Code is still here to stay right now for the time being. But yes, y'all. First off, as you probably already know, narcissistic people hate it when you hold a mirror to them. When you show a mirror to them of how they've been treating you, of how they've been behaving, they can't stand it. It makes them feel like a bad person. Like the damn near, y'all seen those movies where the reflection takes over and is evil and replaces the good person? That's how that's what be going on in the mind of a narcissist sometimes. It's kind of like, you're showing me a reflection of myself that brings so much shame to me. I feel like a horrible human being. And maybe I am. I know Lee, I know y'all like, Lee, well, damn it. If the cleft boot fits, you wear that cleft boot. If that high heel lug boot fits, you wear that high heel lug boot till the heels wear off that thing, Lee. If the boot fits, wear it. Which I agree, right? If they're bad people, then they're bad people. So, but they don't want to see it, right? They don't want to see it. It's not just, let me say this as well. It's not just videos that narcissists hate. It's not just videos of them being abusive or manipulative or horrible. It's text messages too. Something, if you show them a screenshot of something that they've sent you, where you said something evil to them, seriously, they hate that too, because you're holding up that mirror. And you're showing them a version of themselves that they don't think exists, or they don't want to see it. They don't want to admit that this evil version of themselves actually exists. So what they're doing instead is all this manipulative BS. They're showing you exactly who they are, but they don't want to see it. They want to hide it. They want to run from it. So when you show it to them, there's proof. It's proof. It's right there in front of their faces, and they cannot stand it. They hate it so damn much, right? Y'all know it. You know what I'm talking about. They can't stand it. And the fact that they can't stand it is why they get so damn angry. You have their shame in the palm of your hands, and they hate that. They really cannot look, because you're showing me that I'm a bad person and I don't want to admit to it, but you have the proof right there. Like the other day, and this is based on a real life thing as well, y'all. The other day, my wife, she showed me a screenshot. It was like September, what's the day? It was like September the 14th, right? And she's like, it was like 11 years ago. It was September 14th of 2014. It was 11 years ago. And she had wrote me a letter. And it was just saying, I'm going to do a video with that letter. I told her, I apologize for it 11 years later, right? And pretty much the letter was saying that, like, you are so emotionally shut off. I can't do anything right. You make me feel unloved. It was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. I had been treating her so bad. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so ashamed of it. Like, I was seeing it. I was reading it. I'm like, did she write this to me about how I was treating her? I was so embarrassed. It made me feel like this big. But because I've done 8 years of therapy, I was able to look at that, realize what I had done wrong, go upstairs and apologize to my wife for something I did 11 years ago. Like, I'm so sorry I treated you that way. You didn't deserve that. You absolutely did not deserve that. I was in a completely different space than that back then. I hated myself for that, right? I hate the new me. The me right now hates the old version of me. But if she had showed me that letter, I probably read the letter 11 years ago and probably said some mess up to it. What you done? You don't support me. You don't do this. You don't do that. She held up a mirror to my behaviors, and I was angry as hell when I read it. Probably. I don't remember it because I block stuff like that out, right? But that type of stuff is embarrassing to me. Old videos, old messages that she showed me. Look, you remember you called me fat? I'm like, oh, I hate it. It makes me feel this big. So that's why a lot of times your narcissistic person loses their minds, because they feel this big. Because You have their shame in your hands. And another reason they lose their minds, y'all, because guess what? You have this evidence. So guess what? You can show other people. Make sure my thing ain't cracked. You have this evidence, so you can show other people. Oh, somebody requested a cameo, y'all. Y'all don't know. I do cameos. Cameo.com/mental healness. I do cameos. Birthdays, shout outs, questions and answers. I do cameos. But yeah, y'all, you see how that goes. Like, that's realistically the point of it. You see, you now have the proof. You showing me how I'm acting, how I've been treating you. So guess what? Not only are you showing me, you could show other people, right? Yes. So now that's another reason I lose my mind. That's another reason your narcissistic partner or parent or friend, whoever it is, that's why they lose their minds too, because now you might not do it, but you have the ability to do it. You could expose me. You could show people who I really am. You have the power in the palm of your hands. Just like that sounds like a old animated cartoon, right? To have the power in the palm of my hands. I cannot think of. I know if you know what movie I'm talking about, drop it in the comment section. The power in the palm of your hand, like drop it in the comment section. Because I can't think about it, but I know y'all know. Y'all be on the movie references. I worked at Blockbuster for a long. I worked at Blockbuster Video for a long time, so I watched a ton of movies. I worked at Blockbuster Video on Farmington Drive in Greensboro, North Carolina, back in what was it? 07, 08? Yeah, right when my son was born. 07, 08, 09, about 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, you know. But that's what happened, y'all. Like, you have that power in the palm of your hands. You could literally ruin my life. You could literally expose me. You could literally shatter the image that I have been portraying to people. Let's just say, for instance, I'm a pastor in a church, right? I'm a church pastor, and I've been treating you horribly behind the scenes. Now I go to church every Sunday. I'm like, praise God, praise him. Yeah, yeah. I'm leading the choir and prayer. I'm like, we jamming in church, right? We jamming in there. We bopping and we bopping and we bouncing. We doing our little dance, right? We doing all our little dance that we want to do, right? So at home, I'm treating you horribly. I done cheated on you. I done had babies outside the marriage. I done put my hands on you. I done did some horrible stuff. Now you show me that you have this footage. You gonna share it with the congregation, right? So this image that I have of being this good pastor, this great man, guess what? You have the power to shatter that image now. And I don't like that. I actually hate it with a raw, seething passion. I cannot stand it. It is the bane of my existence. It absolutely is. This is what goes on. This is what be happening. So this is as you transition into the next stages of a relationship, understand, if you are recording your narcissistic partner or you have evidence, you have documentation of how they've been treating you, you need to protect that documentation. You need to put it in a Dropbox. You need to put it in a TerraBox, iCloud. It needs to go somewhere where they can't get a hold to it, because what's happened before is they will find it and they will delete it. Because guess what? Once it's deleted, prove that I did it to you, right? Prove it. Prove that I hit you. You don't have those pictures anymore of your bruises, right? Prove that I lied to you or cheated on you. You don't have those pictures or the evidence. What is the stuff that my affair partner sent you? Prove it. If you have recorded them, if you have documentation that they've been doing horrible stuff to you, you need to protect that documentation. You need to put it somewhere where they cannot get a hold to it, because if they get a hold to it, guess what's going to happen? They're going to delete it and they're going to act like nothing happened. Sometimes they'll hurt you. If they know you've been recording them, sometimes they could get physically dangerous. Not just the emotional stuff. They can become physically dangerous, because damn near a good reputation is almost as good as breathing to a narcissist, right? As long as I have a good reputation, I feel like I'm alive. I feel like I can breathe. So that's something you need to think about when you're dealing with a possibly narcissistic, toxic, abusive, manipulative, horrible ass person. Because the more that they feel like they can get away with, the more that they can delete, the more they can do behind the scenes, the less likely you are to have proof of it. Like, they feel like the more I do behind the scenes without evidence, without proof, I'm good. And the longer you stay, the more in my mind, I think you're okay with this behavior. I think you're okay with how I'm treating you. I think you're okay with what I'm putting you through. Because if you were not okay, what are you still doing here? Why haven't you left just yet? If you're not okay, you need to leave me then. Because the evidence points to the contrary. The evidence says you are okay because you haven't left. The evidence says everything is smooth because you're still here with me. So if you are documenting these narcissistic people or documenting what they have been doing to you, put this diary, this journal, this manila envelope, put it somewhere where they cannot get a hold to it. Put it somewhere where they cannot find it. Put it somewhere where they don't know exists. Like, I'm just telling you, because there's so many people I talk to that are heartbroken that their stuff got deleted and that narcissistic partner or parent or whoever it is gallivanting around like nothing has happened. That breaks so many people's hearts because they feel like now their story would never be told. And now it's going to be a he said or she said or they said type of battle. I didn't do this. Prove it. You had the proof, but they deleted it because they found out exactly where it was. So that's literally why you have to protect yourself in these situations, y'all. That's literally why it's so important for you to protect the evidence, protect yourself, protect your peace at all costs in these situations. They go crazy because they don't want to face themselves, and they go crazy because you could expose them as well. If this video brought you some clarity, if it brought you some peace, if it answers some of those trying questions that you might have had, y'all, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment as well, y'all. The Mental Healness podcast is launching pretty soon. And mentalhealness.net for all things Lee Hammock, and I am out. Peace.